into the sky, nothing can stop me tonight. You make me feel invincible, earthquake powerful, just like a tidal wave. You make me brave, you're my titanium fight song, raising up like the roar of victory in a stadium. Who can touch me, 'cause I'm who can stop me tonight? You make me.
Hey guys, this is Indo here, and today I'm joined with Rexy, Queen of the Dinosaur. Yep, I'm joined with Rexy, and today me and her are gonna react to the Gochi Center video called "How Exactly Did the Giganotosaurus Kill the T-Rex in Jurassic World Dominion?" Oh great, can't believe that you got me to, we have not watched it yet, but yeah. Go subscribe to Gochi Center, guys. So let's get into it. Alright.
If you are a big T-Rex fan, chances are that you are pretty disappointed with the outcome between the Rex and the Giganotosaurus in the recent Jurassic World teaser. Today, we are here to explain this mess and find out why and how our beloved Rexy fell to this 50% scientifically accurate Giganotosaurus.
I don't think that's Rex, I think it's a different Rex.
Terrain, physics, weapons, and strategies that led to the assassination of the most powerful meat eater of all time. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to not miss out on any of our future dinosaur fight content. Gochi Center now presents Giganotosaurus vs. T-Rex, the aftermath. This video has been brought to you by Surfshark, explaining the new Giganotosaurus.
Alright.
People who have followed this franchise for decades and know a thing or two about dinosaurs would have immediately identified this Giganotosaurus as not scientifically accurate. Let's take a look at a reconstruction of this beast. The first and most obvious attribute that left you confused is that weird hump that is found halfway down its spine.
Yeah,
this hump
pretty much.
is probably mostly built out of the spikes or small osteoderms that adorn the back of this dinosaur. In addition to this odd deformation, we find that this guy also had a very thick tail. Almost
looks like
too
it.
thick. This could again be due to its overly adorned body. Another final attribute is the overall size of the Giga. By observing some of the footage, we find that this animal is portrayed to be much larger and taller, posing
whatever.
a more serious problem to any opposing theropod. By comparing this Giganotosaurus side by side to another Giga, we find that they are quite different to what a real specimen would look like. But in the world of cinema, this doesn't seem to really matter. Its opponent also had a few differences. The new Rexy. One of the most
I don't think that's
features
Rexy,
about
it's a
the
different
new
Rex.
T-Rex was the fact that it was now portrayed as a feathered dinosaur. These subtle feathered features on its skin were based on recent discoveries that suggested that the T-Rex had some feathers on specific parts of its body.
Looks like a real life
Rex. It is
Rex.
now accepted that juvenile T-Rexes were fully covered, and as they reached maturity, these would gradually disappear. Besides these outer changes to our prehistoric incarnation of the Rex, everything else remains relatively the same, which is not good if you're going up against an overpowered theropod. Up next, we will find out how it got killed. The battle. This fight supposedly took place in the late Cretaceous period in an area heavily populated by other dinosaurs near a stream and a water hole. This Giganotosaurus detects the approaching Rex. Right off the bat, we see the T-Rex process the fact that its opponent is much taller than it is, since it looks up at the Giga. This was probably unexpected to the Rex, since they were the largest predators around.
Well,
Remember that the T-Rex had one of the best, if not the best, set of sensory organs in the world. This Giganotosaurus was probably detected by the T-Rex from miles away, which brought this Rex here. These dinosaurs begin to circle each other in hopes of analyzing any possible weaknesses. At this instant,
like
these
we always
dinosaurs
do,
now switched positions, and the Giga is the one to make the first move. It rams the T-Rex using its head and immediately tries to subdue it by leveraging its superior height. The next part of this battle will determine the outcome. Watch closely. The Giganotosaurus almost slips inside the ditch, and by using its long tail to confirm that it is a steep fall, it will now try to position the Rex between the ditch and itself.
Oh, wow.
The Giga achieves this by clamping down on the Rex's neck and swinging him around 180 degrees against the edge of this ditch.
That's BS.
This now places the Giganotosaurus on higher ground. The T-Rex cannot retreat backwards, as it would slip and fall. What's even worse is that the Rex cannot push forward either, as it is being held from the neck in a more reared position, making it impossible for the Rex to counter this attack.
Oh my
Let's
God.
pause here to analyze this grip. Remember that the Giganotosaurus has narrower teeth than the T-Rex. Their teeth are built to cut and slice flesh. What the T-Rex is feeling would be the equivalent of getting clamped on by a giant pair of serrated scissors. If the Rex bit the Giga, however, then the Giga would feel like it was getting crushed by a giant pair of grooved pliers.
Well, damn.
Now to what really killed the Rex. This part happened off-screen, but by looking at how the Rex fell, we can assume that the Giga tossed the T-Rex into the ditch. But taking into account how sharp the Giga's teeth are, this T-Rex literally had its throat slit by the Giganotosaurus. This combination of massive blood loss and the fall itself put an end to this Rex. But could this have been avoided? Yes, let's go back to this clip. Note how the T-Rex is standing next to the Giga with its exposed flank. If the Tyrannosaurus placed its head between the Giga and its own body, then his neck would have been less accessible. On the contrary, the Rex could have pushed the Giga into the ditch instead. There are some individuals out there who claim that this T-Rex wasn't really dead, but we think it did die. The only evidence of whether it survived or died is found in how its pupils dilate. At the moment of death for any animal, all the muscles of the body relax. This state is known as primary flaccidity.
Just
Pupils
flopped.
dilate, eyelids lose their tension, jaw muscles relax and fall open. The body's limbs and joints are flexible, and if there are any stored feces and fluids inside this animal, then they will be released as well. After a few hours, however, these muscles will begin to stiffen. So yes, this T-Rex is dead, unfortunately.
Well,
We can only hope that the present-day Rexy will have its revenge on a Giganotosaurus that could appear in this film. If you haven't
I
already,
hope
take a look at our
so.
video comparing a T-Rex against a more accurate Giganotosaurus and see who would win in a fair fight. We hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you subscribe to check out more content on your favorite Jurassic World dinosaurs. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
alright, so that was it for this reaction. I'm gonna go now. I'm trying to find a Giganotosaurus to kill. Subscribe, turn notification bell, like this video, go subscribe to Gochi Center video, and for any people who are T-Rex fan, please do not get mad. Please don't. If y'all do, then oh boy. Because I just watched 3 people on a live stream on Instagram, and they were making some good points, but yeah. Anyways, Indo here, Rexy, she's out, and bye.